Alright guys, this is going to be the Teleporter series part 1, and I'm going to title this part of the series Counting when an allied teammate dies. And there's a lot of benefits to this. It makes it to where you at least get some value from your teleporter. I know a lot of sims may still set up TP without counting when an allied teammate dies, and you'll run yourself into situations in which you'll get real unlucky. You'll set it up and you'll turn around and there's a roadhog right in your face because you didn't know he was there and he turned a corner, or he came out of nowhere, etc. And what happens in that situation? You're thinking you're going to get a lot of value because maybe your entire team died, and you're thinking, I'm in a great spot and we're going to get I got a flank teleporter now, my entire team's going to come out, and you set it up and you turn around and the roadhog's in your face and he kills you, and then he destroys your TP, and then the compound effect of that is your team gets real toxic because they think your ultimate provided absolutely no value and they think that you're a waste and etc. I mean, you know the entire deal. Okay, so what you need to do to stop situations like that is to count. It takes 10 when an allied teammate dies or anybody in your team dies, 10 seconds passes before they respawn in the spawn. Okay, so you need to count to 10 or 11 when they die before you set up TP. That way it doesn't matter if a roadhog is in your face when you set up TP, because you know that a teammate's going to come flying through your teleporter to help you out in that engagement. So here the main goal was to get ult as fast as possible. That should be your primary goal on attack every single time when you come out of the gates. I wanted to rotate all the way around on the backside, and I wanted to set up TP because my Reinhardt died. I counted to 10. Watch this. You see what happened? Our Reinhardt died. Now you can watch this entire engagement. Our Reinhardt died and I immediately started counting. 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000, 4 1000, until I get to 10 1000. And around that time is when I set up TP. So when I ran into the unlucky situation that we saw there, where a McCree was waiting on high ground, and he killed me, it didn't matter because my Reinhardt was flying through the TP, and the McCree had no chance there. There was nothing he can do. He was one-on-one with the Ryan, and the Ryan killed him. So it went from 6-on-6 to 5-on-5, and what makes it even better is the TP is still up, so I will respond back in 10 seconds to provide some value for my team afterwards. So let's look at some more examples. Again, we're on attack. This is a video I made a while ago, but hey, it still rings true. You can see I was in diamond. And what's the primary goal as a sim on attack when we're coming out of the gates on chokeholds? If you see a Rhine, attack the Rhine and get your ultimate as fast as possible. So we're spamming our orbs, attacking the Rhine shield over and over again. Okay, another thing, I want to get my team on high ground. Okay, so I wanted to get the soldier off high ground. We accomplished that, and now I want to defend this area. Symmetra is a good character with defending areas, right? Well, you can defend an area on attack, right? Okay, so we're up. That's good. I'm deciding on what I want to put down. Okay, I want TP 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000, 4 1000, 5 1000, 6 1000, 7 1000, 8 1000, 9 1000, 10 1000. Are you beginning to see the benefits here? So now after that, we I notice my TP's under attack, so I run back and defend it, and we do Symmetra things. Let's take a look at another one. Also, with TP, you wanna, if you have the chance, you want it to benefit your team. If you have ranged characters, well, you really want them to come out on high ground, okay? But that'll be for another video. So, okay, 1, 2, 3 1000, 4 1000, 5 1000, 6 1000, 7 1000, 8 1000, 9 1000, 10 1000. McCree's gonna come through, and then we got Winston. Watch McCree. You see how he come right through and kills the Genji who was going to attack the TP? And I know within 2 seconds the Winston and Junkrat will come through. If they destroy the teleporter, it doesn't matter. We got value out of it. We got 3 guys through it. And the numbers for as far as team versus team is shifting in our favor due to the TP. So we hold the point. Let's watch another one on this same map. Okay, 2 of our guys are down, 1 being Mercy. In that case, I wanted to set it down a little earlier because I didn't want to die. I wanted to grab some value. However, I still waited some time. Right? So which team has the advantage here? Oh, we do. It's not even close. Okay. You got to be meticulous, and you have to pay attention to detail if you want to be a Symmetra that provides a lot of value for your team. Okay. The beauty about counting and waiting for your team to spawn back before you set up teleporter is that if you do end up making a mistake, a tactical error as far as getting caught after you set up TP, we notice that it doesn't matter because at least we have somebody coming out to defend against the enemy team trying to destroy your TP. Okay. I can't tell you how many times where my entire team died. I waited to 10 or 11 seconds and I set it down, and you have something like a Junkrat or a, you know what I mean, or a Diva or a Winston or something, or even 2 of those characters jump right on the TP because they so happen to know where it would be, and it didn't matter because all 5 of my teammates come flying through. So instead of it being Winston and McCree diving on me and the teleporter, it's Winston and McCree diving on me and my 5 teammates. Okay, so it ends up being 6-on-2 in that little engagement. They both die, and now it's 6-on-4, and here we are flooding the gates on the point, 6-on-4. Okay, and in situations like that, you as Symmetra, you don't want to be running around trying to microwave. You want to be setting up your turrets. Because if you just run around the perimeter setting up turrets, the enemy team's not going to kill you because they're at a disadvantage. They're 4-on-6. They're trying to deal with people shooting at them, which will be your team. Okay, so now you'll have 6 turrets on the point. You'll have your entire team doing damage on the enemy team because, you know, your team has the advantage as far as man advantage. And the good thing about it is, even if one of your teammates die in that situation, you still have teleporter up. You have 1 more charge left, so they can still come through TP and keep the man advantage in your favor. Another good thing about it is the enemy team will make the mistake in thinking that they need to destroy the teleporter at that point. So you'll have some of them running out of spawn, running towards your TP, not understanding that there's only 1 charge on the TP. You're actually doing me a favor by destroying it. And with that extra person running on the TP, it keeps the man advantage in your favor because your team's on the point with 6 men and one of their teammates is out of the team fight trying to destroy a useless teleporter. Okay, just begin doing things like this, and I guarantee you will reap a lot of value from the simple notion of just counting when an ally dies. Another good thing about it is you can be in the middle of the point, you know, killing people or whatever, and you're in the middle of a team fight, and you'll notice 2 of your teammates die, and because you're internally counting and you get to 11 seconds or whatever, you just set up TP right there on the point in the middle of a team fight, and 2 of your tanks will come flying through the teleporter, and now you're back to 6-on-6, and then it'll internally turn to 6-on-5 because one of the enemy team guys will be trying to destroy the teleporter on the point, okay, which leaves them vulnerable to attack. They're trying to destroy a useless teleporter. The teleporter has absolutely no value there, because if one of our teammates die in that scenario, you're pretty much going to win the fight within 10 seconds because it takes another 11 seconds for that person to come through. Team fights generally, in a lot of ways, don't last that long, especially when ultimates are popping off everywhere, okay? So, you know, they'd be better off just leaving a teleporter, not exposing themselves to vulnerable positions, and just attacking your team with their team, okay? Because you know what happens if they get a team wipe? Well, your entire team's not going to be coming through the teleporter with 4 guys in that scenario, because your TP is going to get destroyed after a team fight. Okay, so it's useless to try to destroy it in the middle of a team fight if the opposing team sim sets up TP on the point. Okay, but you'll notice, trust me, just try it. Situations where it's 6-on-6, 2 of your tanks died, it's some ultimate, and your team's fighting on the point, and you just so happen to get to around 8, 9, 10 seconds after your 2 tanks die, or 2 important pieces of your team die, you set up TP and they come flying through and you're back to 6-on-6. You'll notice the benefits of that as well. Okay, so that's it on that. I could have shown more videos, but I think this served its purpose. But this is just part 1 of the teleporter series as far as learning to count when an ally dies in battle. Okay, that's around the best way to get some type of value from your teleporter. Okay, now there may be cases to where you can only get to about 6 seconds, and you find yourself in a situation to where you just have to set it down then. Even that's better than just immediately setting up TP when someone dies. You want to try to at least get to 10, 11 seconds, but if you're forced to put it down at 5, even that's better than just setting it up at 0 seconds. You want to at least, you want to set it up at the most optimal time, and second best most optimal time would be 10 seconds, third would be 9, fourth would be 8. You want to get it to as far as possible as far as the time to set up your TP. And sometimes if it's just 3 seconds, then it is what it is. You may have to set it down. There's cases in which I can only get to 3 seconds and I don't even place it down because it's not even worth it. Because if you can only get to 3 seconds and it's that much of an emergency to set it down then at 3 seconds because you're going to die or your team's dying, there's no point in setting it up, because you're just going to set it up and you're just going to stagger your team. And then your ultimate's going to get destroyed, so you don't even get your ultimate for the second objective. So in a lot of cases, I'll just hold on to it because there's no point. They'll capture it, and at least I'll have like shield gen for the second part of like Temple of Anubis or something like that. And believe me, you'll get people who will yell at you for not setting up TP in situations like that, but just trust your instincts and trust your play as Symmetra, and understand that you understand the character better than the guy who doesn't understand the character. Okay, I'm not going to tell Genjis when to ult because I don't play Genji. I'm not going to tell Tracers when to pulse bomb, or tell Sombra mains when to EMP. They know their characters better than I do, and it should be the same way for people who tell you what to do as a sim. If you're a sim main, trust in your instincts and trust in what you do, and understand that when someone tells you what to do, you don't have to listen to them if you understand your character better than them. You don't have to listen to them if you understand that you will hurt the team more by listening to them in a lot of situations. Okay, just again, that's another reason why I just stay out of team chat, so I don't even hear it. Okay, but I went on long enough. I hope you learned something from part 1 of this series as far as teleporters, and I look forward to going further and into deep detail with teleporter. Okay, The next one may be location, as far as where you should set it up. But we'll see how that goes. Okay, so keep simming and keep learning.